My name is Kara, and I'm an interior designer here in beautiful, sunny Los Angeles. Due to this pandemic, I've been on a mission to help everyday people transform their space into their ideal oasis. So today, we're gonna meet Jeff, who's a gamer, and we're gonna transform his bedroom into a Twitch-inspired man cave on just $500. So let's go meet him.
My name's Jeff Williams, and I'm in desperate need of your help. My room's pretty bare. I just moved into a new apartment. I need to find a way to make this place a streaming setup while also not showing everybody my bed. That was my problem last time. That's what I need. Please help me, please. Hey.
Hi, Jeff. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'm here to help. I got your call. What's going on?
I'm so happy you're here. I needed this. I need a streaming setup for my room. I stream all the time. I do after shows. There's Spider-Man that just came out today.
Okay, wait.
PS4 just
Stop.
came out.
Let's just go for it.
Oh, let's go. Here it is. Yeah, there's not a lot.
There's literally nothing in there.
I mean, I have a bookshelf, I have a dresser, but I don't even have a desk.
I have $500 and 48 hours to make something happen.
I tried to do the LED thing like you mentioned. You're supposed to put it on the back. It's not supposed to be seen. It's supposed to be a straight line. Like, there's so many things wrong with it.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me I only have $500 to transform this space and there's like nothing in here?
In 48 hours, too.
I really like Jeff. He seems like a great guy and I want to make his bedroom extra special, but I mean, this small budget is going to make it difficult. I mean, I'll see what I can do. I'm not making any promises. I just pulled into the parking lot at my local Goodwill. I'm gonna go inside and see if I can find anything amazing for Jeff's room. I don't know how I feel about putting used pillows on Jeff's bed. Let's not do that. Keep in mind, I'm working with like nothing here, with pennies. I only have $500 to spend. So Jeff is a huge superhero fan and I just came across this and I actually think this is perfect. $6, perfect. And on top of the art piece that I found, I actually grabbed a couple of books because I do have an idea of like doing a DIY shelf above Jeff's desk. And then I got an art piece. So yay to a successful trip to Goodwill. I'm now heading to the Melrose Trading Post, not only for Jeff, but for me. So I'm gonna go see what they have. Just found the perfect pieces of art for Jeff by this vendor who does like really cool art. Okay, so I just wrapped up my shopping trip at the Fairfax flea market and it was a success. I found some great art, but that's all I found today, just art. So we need to get furniture, we need to get bedding, we need to make a desk, we have stuff to do. Okay, so today was a very long day and I'm realizing that pulling Jeff's space together for just $500 is actually a lot harder than I thought. And today's shopping trip did not go as planned. I didn't find anything within budget that we can repurpose, so I'm gonna have to scale back and think of something else for Jeff's space. Wish me luck. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm in the workshop. I had some time to think last night, so after my failed shopping trip, because all I found was a few accessories, a few art pieces for Jeff, he still needs the major pieces, the desk, the nightstands, the headboard. So after spending hours trying to figure out how I can give Jeff everything he wants for his gaming room, I found this really cool DIY headboard on Pinterest. So I'm saving major coins with this DIY headboard because I don't have enough money to buy nightstands and a headboard, so I'm gonna put this together myself. Keep in mind, I am no one's DIY queen and I don't work with power tools often, so wish me luck. So the great thing about this project is that it doesn't require a ton of materials. So in order to build out this DIY headboard, we're first going to need our 1x3 planks that are cut into 3 sections. This plank will act as the back support to hold the horizontal slate. And if you don't have a wood cutter at home, which I'm sure most of us don't, you can have the hardware store cut these for you. We'll also need some horizontal planks that are cut 8 feet long. So because Jeff has this window that is above the bed, I didn't want this to be too high, so I only have 8 planks, but if you want to make your headboard higher, feel free to add as many planks as you want. And the final piece that we need in order to complete this headboard is our plywood board. And these are gonna actually act as the side tables. So these are 16 by 12, and they're gonna sit on either side of Jeff's mattress. They're kind of like nightstands. In order to mount the plywood boards to the headboard, we actually had some wood blocks cut on a 45-degree angle that are gonna act as brackets for the side tables. It's time to put this headboard together. So here we have our planks laid out. I want this height to be 21 inches, so I created a 2-inch spacer to help me guide how much space needs to go in between each plank. So let's start with our bottom one. Let's place this here and just go up and perfectly align each plank with a 2-inch gap. So now that we have our beams perfectly spaced out with 2 inches in between, we're gonna go in and we're gonna add our back support beams. So let's start with the center. So it looks like our support beams are a little short, so I'm gonna have to go back in and cut this. But first, let's measure and see where we went wrong. So the overall height of the headboard is 21, and it looks like the plank is only 19 inches. So I'm gonna have to grab a new plank and get it recut. That was easy. Okay, so we're back with the right size planks now. So let's see how that worked out. Okay, perfect. We're ready to get started. Now that we have our support planks at the right length, we're going to measure the midpoint and get this bad boy on here. So for a little extra support, I'm gonna take some wood glue and just make a dot on each plank to hold down the support beam. And we also have our spacers on each end just to make sure that we're keeping the 2 inches perfectly in between each one. So now that we have our center support beam perfectly centered and we added a little bit of wood glue just to hold it in place, we're ready to nail this thing in. So I have a nail gun, but keep in mind that you can always just use a hammer and nails when doing this. But if you are gonna use a power tool, just make sure that you're extra safe. You keep your hands far away from the gun. Jeff has a queen bed and our headboard is 8 feet long. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm marking how much space we'll have on either side of the bed to perfectly place our nightstands. Now that we have a mark of where Jeff's bed's gonna sit, I'm just going to go in and put the nightstand in, or the nightstand shelf in, just to see how much space we have to play with, and it's pretty tight. So I'm going to add the end planks to the very edge of the headboard just to be safe. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of wood glue to the edges to make sure that our end planks are secure, and then we're gonna go in and nail those in. So we've just secured in our right side plank, so now we're gonna go over to the left side and finish this up. So I just wanna make sure that everything is super secure, so we're adding a little bit of wood glue before we go in and nail this in. Also keep in mind that if there are any imperfections on your planks, you always want them to face the back side, so just keep in mind which way is going to be actually facing the bed. Okay, so we have our beams secured in. Everything is looking really good. I think I killed it for my first time doing a little DIY project. Let's see. Okay. Uh-oh. There's some nails sticking out on this side. So here and here.
Oh, you missed.
I know. So now I'm gonna flip this thing over and I'm gonna attach the side tables. So before I attach the wood blocks to the tables, I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of wood glue just to make sure everything is even and secure before we nail anything in. So we're all done with Jeff's headboard. It looks amazing. Everything turned out great. I'm really proud of myself, and I got this done all within an hour. So now we're gonna head to Jeff's and we're gonna do a big install. So stay tuned. We're gonna be painting. I'm gonna get this headboard up on the wall, and Jeff is going to have the gaming room of his dreams.